We're here with YMCMB artist Caskey, Young Money, Cash Money Billionaires, Cash Money Records.
Yo.
You heard? Caskey, what's up?
Man, I'm cooling, yo. I'm glad it's not as cold as it was in Cleveland last night. That shit was freezing.
Word. So, you know, you live in every rap artist's dream. What is it like being signed to YMCMB, Cash Money Records, working with the best?
I don't know. It's inspiring for sure, yo. I mean, it's definitely still a grind. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of recording, a lot of traveling. But it's dope, yo. I get smoked once with Birdman, which is super dope, yo.
Word. Shout out to Birdman,
Yeah,
Cash
shouts
Money.
out, yeah.
What is your relationship like with the other chart-topping artists signed to Cash Money?
Really, I mean, I kick around Birdman the most, you know. We smoke a lot of weed, politic a lot, you know, kind of plot, make master plans. Me and Slim are real cool and shit. You know, Drake, Wayne, they are really cool and shit. Everybody in there on camp working, though, so we kind of the same way, you know. We always working, you know, recording.
Well, Caskey, you being compared in the industry as the white Lil Wayne. How does that make you feel right there? You know, it's a compliment.
That's cool, yo. When I was in middle school, my homie came up to me and said, "You know, the best rapper alive is?" I said, "You said Lil fucking Wayne." I said, "You lying." Went and checked out the Drop 3, and I was like, "Yo, you right." That was like one of my favorite artists, you know. So like, it's an honor, yeah. Definitely.
What were you doing when you first heard your song on the radio, and you know, how'd that make you feel right there?
Shit, I don't even remember. I think we was just driving around. It was super dope. I remember the night we saw the video on BET. That was epic, yo. We had a big ass party and we was breaking shit, yo. Just celebrating, yo. It was a trip.
Well, what's next for Caskey?
We're gonna be doing a lot of shows, man. 2014 is a year of touring, bro. We're gonna be doing a lot of shows, putting out a bunch of more music, you know, had a single drop at the top of the year. That's the plan, you know.
All right. Well, so I got a question. You know, what rap geniuses have you collaborated with on your new record?
Oh man, I got some records in the cut, but I'm not gonna speak about them because I'm a firm believer that sometimes I talk about things before they happen, I jinx them. But I mean, on the Transient Classics, I got records with Ritz, I got Machine Gun Kelly, I got Riff Raff, I got Trade of Truth and shit. So you know, we got some good things in the cut, but I'm just gonna wait till those are officially being released to talk about them, you know.
No doubt. Where are you from?
I'm from Orlando, Florida, yeah.
All right. Shout out to Orlando.
Yeah, warm city, yeah.
Let's talk about your second mixtape, the Transient Classics. You know, love the name.
Okay.
Well, my first question is, how did you come up with that name?
Yeah, honestly, like it just hit me one day. I like Transient Classics like popped in my head one day, and it's kind of like an oxymoron, you know. Classics are something that like would stand the test of time, but at the same time, like all this music and everything's like real transient. So that's like kind of how I view the album, you know. It's like a classic to me, but you know, things come and go, you know.
You know, you ran through a few of them here. There's some really big names on the mixtape with guest features from MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, Trade of Truth, Ritz, Riff Raff, you know, Cowderman, and you know, Jelly Roll. We worked with Jelly Roll. Gotta ask, you know, what was it like, you know, going through working with those artists?
It's just inspiring, you know. Like I think they all kind of made me step up my game a lot.
No doubt.
You know, they're all real humble dudes. I think I put people on the tape that I really fuck with in real life. They're cool people. Ritz especially made me become extra hard. That motherfucker can rap. Yeah. But I think it was good that we just all brought out the best in each other, you know.
What was it like working with Riff Raff and Alec Baldwin? How did the hit song inspiration come together for that?
I had that hook in my head like probably for like 4 years, yeah. Like I came up with that at an old studio. If you ain't ballin', then you just another white boy. Alec Baldwin. And I was like, yeah, I gotta keep this. I never dropped it, and then we finally found a beat where I was like, yeah, I think this will work for this beat. And then it just made sense. I've been trying to put my team on Riff Raff for a while, man. That dude made me laugh all the time. So like I was like, this is the dude. It's a fun record, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's cool, man. Riff Raff's a cool ass motherfucker, man. He crazy as shit.
You know, just the star power right here. You know, we watched you as the shooter, Birdman and Rick Ross and 50 Plates.
Yeah.
The record is all Birdman's Rich Game album, which is, you know, that's in stores now. Go out and get it, everybody.
Yeah.
You know, video shot and directed by Dre Films.
Yeah.
How was it filming scenes with Birdman and Rick Ross?
That was surreal. I mean, well, for one, like, I don't know if y'all noticed, but in the video, I like pistol whipped this dude in the head, and I actually pistol whipped that dude on accident. Like, I was trying to come off like 4 inches from his head. I actually whacked the shit out of his head and busted his head open. So like, it was definitely like a funny experience. You know, everybody was kind of clowning about that, but it was cool, man. We was actually shooting real guns. They're all real guns, just with blanks in them. So that was fun. You know, it was crazy.
Can you talk about any new material you're currently working on, features, and when you'll be releasing your next new album coming up?
Well, we're gonna be releasing new music at the top of the year. I'll probably release some shit for the fans too, like New Year's or something like that. It's been a little while since we dropped something, but I don't know. I've been in the lab a lot, man. We've been working with a lot of new producers. Like, most of my old shit was produced by the Avengers. We just kind of been branching out, still working with them, but just working with a lot of people. Scott Storch, Danger Hands, you know, just like the infantry building. You know, we got some crazy shit though. You know, like, I'm a firm believer that the new material we got is on some next level shit, you know? So we're looking forward to it, man.
Bang bang, I'm Caskey with Cash Money Records YMCMB, and I'm here in the 704 kicking it with my family with Cash Records. Yeah, bitch.
The colleagues.
Coming on 4 years since my father died. Sometimes I wish it was a homicide. Make the pain a little easier to understand. Self-inflicted wounds be the sins of man. Tens of grands flourish in my pockets on a regular now. And I'm like, word, I ain't smoking regular now. Famous numbers all in my cellular now. Funny how the more respected I get, the more I'm endowed with the self-loathing. Designer brands frequent on my belt and clothing. They see that it's flashy, and I'm like, word. I see that it's life's failed attempt to try and make me happy, when it seemed like everything that I could guard just gonna tag me. I mean, my heart got scars. My car ain't finna start and I'm on my last dollar, man. I've been in the parking lot, barred out, sipping a high life, contemplating taking my life. My vice has always been to try to mimic my father and his decisions, but driving like him just brought me them same collisions. I know, when I'm in these large crowds I get petrified, so excuse me if I step aside. I always had a weak stomach. I puked last night. I was staring at the stars on the roof last night. Hey, man, I always had a weak stomach. I've been out here trying to chill. The drama keep coming, keep coming, the drama keep coming, Man, I always had a weak stomach. Yo, signing to a major label was always a fable. We didn't bank on it. Every table in my house got a drink on it. Alcoholic ambition to try to ease the pain. I ain't had no father figure to try and teach me, man. Rolling around 16 years old on the way to VO Beach, reminiscing that heat was under my seat. For what? I guess I had something to prove. Problem child, ain't got nothing to lose. Vodka induced, and I'm rolling till my chakras reduced to the bare minimum. On the borderline of being a criminal, becoming a byproduct of all my homies with product for sale. In and out of jail and what it entail. Hail Mary inside a speaker while we bust a right on Georgia Ave. Sitting in the back with a gat, looking for them folk who ride this last week, and we ain't sober. Then I told Pimpin' to pull over. I always had a weak stomach. I puked last night. I was hanging out the window about to shoot last night. Hey, man, I always had a weak stomach. I've been out here trying to chill. The drama keep coming, keep coming,
Let some real motherfuckers
the drama keep coming,
Shit y'all know.
Kells. Man, I always had a weak stomach.
But fuck that, ain't no time for a sickness when you trying to get it. And all the time in this prison is spent finding a prism, a way to turn one ray of light into colorful visions. Carry on tradition for everyone who came from the ditches. Rose from the dirt without a stain though. Insane how some angels hang themselves with their own halo. That's why I lay low. Now my worst enemy is my mind. Stare at a screen and watch these other artists take what is mine. Sit by myself and smoke so much weed that it looks like I'm crying. This life offers a lot, but one thing it does not is rewind. So I proceed forward, and my standards for this game never lowered. Ever since I became what they said I wouldn't, I've wanted more. Dear Lord, save me from these snakes constricting like boas. Old friends are my doors, industry still ignore us. Landlord on the phone is telling me I can't afford it. I'm 3 months late, feel like a pregnant woman. This chorus cause of my weak stomach.
I puked last night, I was contemplating telling you the truth last night. Hey, man, I always had a weak stomach. I've been out here trying to chill, the drama keep coming. Keep coming. The drama keep coming.
My time's gonna come.
Man, I always had a weak stomach. I wrote this shit at a fucking laundromat.